they beat 2 days ago into second place, and Turkey would be third. If Nigeria lose by a, excuse me, if Argentina lose by 16 points or more, I believe it is, they would, if Nigeria finished fourth and are eliminated, they're eliminated if they lose by 16 points or more. So the only way that Nigeria will finish fourth in this one is if they lose by 16 points or more. And if that happens, they will be eliminated. Argentina are fourth if they win by less than 16 points. And just let me say, I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Shona Thorburn. Shona, sorry, it took me a while to get you in there.
So what you're saying is basically Argentina, to move on in this tournament, has to win by 17 or more.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. Or you could say Argentina have 2 ways of moving on. Slim, 2 chances, slim and none. Slim just left town.
You know.
But maybe not.
Yeah,
you got to play the game.
You're right. This is the second game that we are commentating of Argentina, and we were very impressed with them in their first game. They really, the score was not
indicative.
Yeah, of the first game against Australia that we saw. Yeah, absolutely not. They tested them a lot more than Turkey did, for example, today, than Argentina did second day, sorry. So this this Nigerian team is very talented. They're very aggressive. They're taller. They're just bigger than Argentina, and Argentina have just, it's been a rough tournament to say the least.
Well, as expected, after Nigeria had that game against Australia, they did have not so much an emotional letdown, but they really struggled the next day against Turkey. They fell behind, but they battled back to win that one, and I think they showed us what they're all about. So we shall see if there's any magic in this Argentina national team, because that's basically what they're going to need. They're going to have to start putting the ball in the basket. That's been their biggest problem more than anything. They just simply have not been able to score. And, you know, talk about the importance of defense and everything else in basketball, but you also have to put the ball in the basket. And, you know, they've got a tradition of basketball. Obviously, the men's team is very good, highly ranked. And Argentina did well to get here. They reached the final of the America. So we've been waiting on this Argentina team to really come out and put in a good performance. And who knows, it might be today, and they might get out and win by 17 points. Never say never.
Never say never, and that's why you play sport and you have belief no matter who you're going up against. As soon as you step on the court, you have to believe that you're going to win. But it's true, you know, you talked about their shooting woes. They're shooting 20% from the field goal in this tournament, and that's just difficult if you want to move on.
Okay, we're going to have a pause in the national anthems. Pause in the commentary for the national anthems to be played.
And now please remain standing for the national anthem of Argentina.
Okay, it's now or never time about to start for officially both of these teams. No, really Argentina. They need to get that win of 17 points or more. And the question is, are they going to get it?
And Argentina knows this. Both these teams know this.
Tell us who the referees are tonight. Arnaud just came over and said hello. Congilo from Cameroon. Natalia Cuello from the Dominican Republic, and Brazil's Andrea Silva. This is, oh, I was going to say, all of them have given us the mean stares.
And here you have the Nigerian team. Akator is their best player so far. She's played great, but I also really like Kalu as in the point guard position. Here's the starting five: Mohamed, Ilono, Akatar, Kalu. But it's this woman right here. She has to have a big game for them. She's been their best player these first two games. 17 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, and she's shooting 88% from the free throw line. And for Argentina, I mean, it's difficult to kind of point out, but I really, those of you who follow South American basketball, Greta, that point guard right in the middle, you need her to have a good game. She hasn't yet. Gonzalez has been consistent for them. It's hard to pick someone who's played well. Here we have Rosette. She's leading scorer, 12.5 points a game, 37% from the field. I mean, it's just difficult because they have played tough teams, but they also haven't played well, so it's really hard to pick out someone. You know, we can talk about Rosette, but I want people to see what kind of a player Melissa Greta is, because she is so much better than she has showed so far in this tournament.
Well, they need Greta to come out and play well tonight, no doubt about it.
You know, could be the best time to do it.
Like to hang around this corner. She loves to go right. Make her go left, but not too expensive go a little. Okay? She likes to work that baseline. We gotta go. Evelyn, you got 13.
Coach of Nigeria has really
got 10.
had these players fired up and locked in. Probably the best way to put it.
Yeah, you know, he just joined this team in early August, and then here you see Santander for Argentina, who's been at the helm of this team and has helped them get to where they are today. He's been there since 2013. They are the silver medalists. They only lost to Canada by 2 last year in the AmeriCup, so they had a good summer. They played at home. I don't know if that helped them. You know, maybe the Spanish that they hear around the gym tonight, they'll think it's for them. But they just need to show that they are better than these first 2 games, because it's been rough.
Well, good afternoon and welcome back to the Santiago Martín. We are in Tenerife, Spain, in the Canary Islands, and this is Nigeria in green, the Tigers going up against Argentina. The white, and Argentinians attacking the basket to the left, hoping that they're going to put in a performance that was so important to them last year, as they got all the way to the final of the AmeriCup, where they only lost to Canada by a couple of points, but they've been beaten, well, quite handily here so far at this World Cup.
I would say they've just been outmatched. You know, it's disappointing because they seem as though they don't belong, but they did. They earned their way here.
Gonzalez, and Nigeria with the rebound. Santana picks up her first foul. And we've already seen, Argentina with a couple of misses. They desperately need to see that ball fall through the hoop. Borani with the rebound. She's going to bring it up the floor herself. Boqueta. This is another one. Boquete, excuse me. Mohammed down low. And blocked from behind.
And that's where I think Nigeria needs to put the ball. They need to put the ball inside because they have such an advantage over the shorter Argentinian team.
And this time a nice drive from Cornelia Santana. I think more than anything, Argentina want to come out together and get a win. They want to put together, first of all, more than anything, a good performance.
Yeah.
And then they want to win.
Yeah.
And then if they win, they'll see, it might get interesting if they could get up by 10 points or more. And maybe try to push it. But the most important thing is start playing well, start making some shots.
Yeah, exactly.
Boquete. Because that's a wide open shot that they're getting. And nice play, stealing in there by Borani.
I mean, they missed open shots. That was just a missed layup. Yeah, it was contested, but this level you have to expect defense is going to be around.
And ball goes out of bounds.
2 consecutive turnovers for Nigeria. Both these teams, I mean, Argentina's done the math just like we have, or they've read the website.
Oh, they know.
They know, and Nigeria knows. So Nigeria says, well, you know what? We don't need to win. We just need to make sure that you don't win by 17.
Although that said, I think any coach, would Allison McNeil or Lisa Tomaitis ever tell you guys, your team, the Canada, that, hey guys, we can lose by 10 points, but...
No, of course not.
Or would she say, listen, you need to approach this like it's 0-0 and win. Ooh, fortuitous air ball falls in the hands of Boquete, but she was short. I think if I'm Argentina, I'm trying to get as high a percentage shot as possible. And I'm talking about taking everything to the basket. At least you're going to draw a foul possibly.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, look at that. The floodgates. Or no, an open path. It's 4-2. Rare territory for Argentina. And now Kalu slips, and she can't stand up. She's able to get it to Mohammed. Kalu gets the ball back. Now Mohammed has it. And also, if you're Nigeria, you want to carry a win into that. You want to have that feeling that you're on a winning streak, don't you? You don't want to go in on the back of a loss. Santana. I know you want to be a complete team, and you want to have people stepping outside, hitting those mid-rangers. But look at that nice move, Akator.
Also, keep in mind, if Nigeria win, they will become second in the pool and play the third-place team from Group A. So you would imagine the third-place team is maybe a little weaker than the second-place team. That's the way the system's set up, right? Group A is Canada, France, Greece, Korea. Right now, we know that Greece is going to be the third-place team. So Yeah, I would imagine I would prefer to play Greece over France or Canada if I'm Nigeria.
I think Greece have clinched, haven't they? Because they've won.
Yep.
So.
Greece is going to be third.
And they can be an awkward team to play.
They can be a scary team. But I would rather cross with Greece than Canada or France.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But this is also going to be a very winnable qualifying for the quarterfinal for Greece, I think. I don't think there's any doubt about it. Pass up ahead. Oguke, well, she was terrific against Turkey. Oguke.
Yeah, we didn't see her a whole lot in the first game against Australia.
All. She was the real star. Time Argentina battling and getting to the line. So Oguke is looking good. Kalu's looking good. Here was Oguke. She got hot from the arc as well, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
So Nigeria have had a slow start, and remembering that Argentina need to win this by 17 points or more, now that means they're going to have to outscore Argentina by 23 the rest of the way, if you look at the score as it is.
They're making it difficult for themselves, is what you're saying. But if I'm Argentina, you know, maybe before the game, you always have to believe that maybe you were a little realistic. But don't you just want to go out on a good note at least? Okay, if you don't win, but if you give everything, you play hard, you play
well. The jump shot falls.
You just...
Well, what do I know? She hits
you want
to
to leave on a good taste.
You want to leave with a good taste in your mouth?
Exactly.
I was fumbling my lines. So the ball goes back over to Argentina. Here's the look, Morani. Boquete misses this one.
Personal goal, Argentina written first. Substitution, Argentina.
We were talking earlier today, Sean, about, I was telling you about another sport. We won't get into that, but how this incredible result happened that nobody saw coming over the weekend. Look at it going the back door. Nobody stepped over. What happens on that back door cut? So Rosé is out. She goes back door, and there's no rotation. But that just was way too easy. But, you know, sometimes surprising results, incredible results can happen. So you never want to write off your chances. And even in some of the basketball competitions, like the Basketball Champions League, which is having its qualifiers right now, the men's competition, you know, there have been some teams that have overturned in these two-legged ties, like 20-point deficits in one. So anything is possible.
Yeah, no, that's for sure.
And that's one of the intriguing aspects of international basketball for me. Oh, another three-pointer. Boy, I tell you, Oguke has made a huge difference to this Nigerian offensive attack, and now it's back to an 8-point lead. Rosé dribbled down the lane, turned it over. Look at the bounce pass. Oh, the Tigress. Looking good. Forget the three-pointers in transition, delivering the long pass ahead. Look at that. And then the bounce pass to Makamura. There are phases, there are periods where Nigeria struggle, but sometimes they get on a roll, and that's going to make them dangerous.
Yeah, you know, it was, what, a three-point game about a minute ago? And now it's a 10-point game. They're fast, they're aggressive, they're athletic.
Look at this. That was the backdoor cut.
There was no one around.
Promise of Makamura has come out and already scored 6 points. So she's leading the way, but it's really nice basketball that Nigeria play. She also has an assist. She did not start the game, so, excuse me, no, she did, promise. I promise you, she did. Here's Gretter now, Argentina out of the timeout. Gretter for three, good! Wow. All of Argentina looks up to the heavens and says, thank you. Maybe that's going to be the start of something. Okay. And now look at Gretter out-hustled Nigeria to the ball. And she kind of leaned into her. But
it was.
Watch this. Well, this is the play before. We don't usually get the reviews, do we? The fouls. That's why they were keen to get the ball back for her. I mean, Argentina run nice plays. They just don't finish.
Yeah.
They probably run nicer plays than most of the teams at this World Cup. It's just about being able to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, right now they're 2 for 10. Sorry, 4 for 15. And they've only averaged 20% shooting the first 2 games. It's impossible to stay competitive.
Here's Gretter on the break, open floor. Yeah, you're right. And we were frustrated watching them on opening day. Another three-pointer. This one made by Argentina's number 6, Victoria Llorente. Back to a 5-point game. At least Argentina today have the look of we can do this. And they're giving it everything. Full marks to the captain and Christian Santander. They seem to have made their minds up. They're going to come out today and put in a good performance. Here's Gretter. Nothing but net.
And you know, you were talking about the offense and the attacks that they run. They do get open looks out of them.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, what it comes down to is execution. They are typically, you know, the teams that they have played here. Australia, obviously, they were outmatched in the interior. You know, tonight against Nigeria, also against Turkey. Turkey has bigger bigs. Nigeria has bigger bigs. So
Mogio is trying to extend that lead at the line. And she's going to get another opportunity with this one. She gets it. Rosé bumps. Kalu heads to the bench, and Promise Makamura comes back in. Oh, they find Llorente underneath. Beautiful play. Just didn't finish. And she goes up again, doesn't finish. She gets it back. She puts it up. Still can't get it to go. 3 bites at the cherry. And now Imovio loses out of bounds. Imovio, it's going to be Argentina ball. Well, so Santana has done a good job. She's sitting down now. Boy, how in the world did Akator miss that? And it's nice that Victoria Llorente seems to have brought her A game tonight, other than that last trip down the floor. Greder comes out. D'Urso comes in. Macarena D'Urso.
And, you know, if you're Argentina looking back at this tournament, obviously you're a little disappointed with the way things went, assuming they lose today and they don't move on. I have to imagine if I'm Coach Santander and I'm going to watch game film, I mean, this is going to bother him. He's going to go home and he's going to watch every single one of these games over and over again. So you do have open looks. So do you just have to spend a lot more time doing individual work and getting shots up? And I mean, you know, you can't give your players a pill and they grow taller.
That's true. But as we've seen from Japan, for example, it's not all about size. It's about hard work and
finding a style that fits your personnel.
Promise Makamura goes in and draws the foul from, I think, D'Urso. Christian Santander. It's frustrating when you're losing, and even when you don't get some calls, it just becomes even more frustrating. Now, Edefe Riocas comes into the game, number 12. She's got a nice shot that she was showing against Liz Cambage the other day. Anybody joining us now, I mean, Liz Cambage put on the performance of the day. She was in
especially
19
in the first
minutes.
20 minutes.
And
I think she only played a few in the second.
She could have scored 50 if she'd played another 10 minutes, another 15 minutes. So one of the free throws. Okay, so 6 points down, 5.2 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Oh, D'Urso had more time. Maybe she saw some daylight, decided to launch it. 19-13, Nigeria on top of Argentina after one. Look at those stats. 2 threes for Argentina, but 3 of 14 inside the arc. So it's more of the same for them because a lot of those misses are very makeable shots.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're getting looks, they're getting open looks. They have to be able to just put the ball in the basket a little bit more. Like you said, maybe try and drive, higher percentage shots, but, you know, they've only shot 6 threes. It's not like they're relying on the three-point line. They're just not making their twos.
But, you know, they're playing well enough and hard enough to where, say some of those shots start to fall, you could see where getting that plus 17 in this game is not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
So the question is, can some of those shots start to fall?
And I don't think Nigeria necessarily had a great quarter. We've seen them play better. 5 turnovers in a quarter is quite a bit. I think...
By the way, this woman right here, what she's doing, that's what Shona does throughout the game. She's dancing a little bit. Okay, go ahead.
You know, we've seen Nigeria play better basketball than they played in the first 10 minutes of this game. So Argentina also has to do a better job on offense, start hitting some shots, but they also have to expect that the level in Nigeria is going to go up.
Diorso and Ilonu called for the foul.
Personal foul, Nigeria, 11 seconds.
Gretter inbounds it to Borani. Now she's set her little screen, and it was a little long, but getting it back was Llorente with the long rebound. Rosette on the baseline. Borani's got to hurry, and she does. Gets it right up and in alertly.
Well,
they are getting some things falling their way tonight, aren't they? D. Good, denied. Diorso, great hustle, Argentina. Ilonu comes out of the game, and the unhappiest person on the court right now is Hughley, the coach of Nigeria. Boy, he's given some of his players the hairdryer treatment out there. And Diorso drives in, gets blocked, but I like that play by Argentina. She's being aggressive. And so is the SWAT machine. Look at that. Diorso with a pump fake. Look at the passing, it's impressive, isn't it? And look at the finish from Llorente. Argentina now trail by just 2. Oh, what a soft touch. And if Urioka has, I mean, it is, she's got to have the softest touch on the team from what I can tell.
That was pretty good defense by Argentina.
Oh, that's the point guard taking it off the big. And fortunately, Argentina get it back. And Borani has to be careful around those Nigerian guards because they will pick your pockets clean and be off to the races.
We saw the Nigerian guards really giving a hard time to the Australian guards in the first game of the tournament.
3-point attempt, good! This is a different Argentina, folks. Macarena, Rosette. Now it's a 1-point game. And charge is the call on Enyongifa. Ngifa, here it is. Oh, had the hand literally in the face by Llorente, but that didn't get noticed. And then
just kind of put her shoulder down.
The full marks to this Argentina team. Just like Puerto Ricans, I mean, there were a lot of bad things being said about these two teams after they got pummeled.
Questioning if they deserve to even be here.
Yeah, and I think Argentina are showing their true colors today. Rosette fouled by Makamura. It's a 40-minute game, and you got to put it all together. But I'll tell you what, sure makes our job easier, doesn't it? Seeing a good performance here from the South Americans. Llorente goes to work, turns, and this time misses. And perhaps fortuitous there for Nigeria. I'm not sure who that pass was intended for. Akator, ooh, an air ball. And Nigeria saving in bounds and get the layup. You don't like to give those away.
What was that? Was that whole sequence planned by Akator? It was an air ball pass.
Yeah. Now you save it out of bounds. Going out of bounds.
Now you cut middle, and I'll jump pass it to you.
Quick pass. And I think the passing from Argentina is about, and look at that. Look at that. Barani. This is just pure. I'll tell you what this is. This is somehow they have injected themselves with some confidence from somewhere. Their loss on opening day came against Turkey, and I think we would both agree this is not a great Turkey team.
It is not the...
For some reason, Argentina just could not get it going.
Yeah. It was not the Turkey team we have seen in the past few years. But even just watching this game...
Akator, and nice jump shot from the baseline. Atonye in Yingifa. So Yingifa.
Defensively, I mean...
A nice pump fake again from Llorente. Simple, isn't it? Maybe even fouled her.
I like what I'm seeing from Argentina on offense.
Yeah, but defensively...
They're a little outmatched defensively.
Rosé had the ball in her hands, but she just couldn't grab it. Makamura. Yingifa puts it up. And again, the ball batted out, so a new 14. Batted out by Akator. Makamura. Another long rebound for Argentina. If you give them 2, 3, 4, 5 bites at the cherry, they're going to bite it eventually. And finally, Argentina get it back. Greder, bounce pass. Look at that again. Oh, almost for Argentina. They're running some nice stuff here. Now, Yingifa up ahead to a Makamura. Again, now a chance to run for Argentina. They've got it to Greder. 4-on-1 break. They've got to convert this. Gets it back. Llorente! Argentina have taken the lead.
That might be the highlight of their tournament, that play right there. Good job on defense.
Sharing is caring.
Running the floor, easy points.
That's what we always tell our kids. Sharing is caring. Oh, what a play! Rosé fouls Akator. She makes the shot.
Fouling.
You want to get a hand in the face.
This shot.
Well, you know what? That's... You forgive that because obviously it's a cardinal sin. You don't foul the jump shooter,
yeah.
But they are trying to get pressure, as much pressure as possible. Now that you can't forgive. standing there and watching it. What was Llorente doing? Now a technical foul's just been called. The Cameroonian referee has called a technical foul on Nigeria.
And the coach.
Is it on the coach?
Yeah. On Otis. Yeah.
Wonder what he said.
The breakdown that Argentina just had down on the defensive end.
Yeah.
I think they need to huddle and talk to each other and say, okay, you know what, relax, my bad. We can't stop playing, because they got lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, they were very fortunate. Now they're knotted, 27 apiece, 4 minutes, 16 seconds remaining here in the first half. The possibilities are there, but Nigeria are gonna pick it up now. Their coach just been slapped with a technical. He is hot under the collar. We saw that one coming. Llorente, hey, has seen the ball go in the basket, and now Llorente has 9 points. 11 points, in fact. Akator facing the double team, forcing that one up. And Argentina now with an almighty struggle in the rebounding department, keeping the Tigers players off the boards. Here is Llorente, look at this. And again, the ball batted to Rosé. Boquete back in the game, gets it back to Gretter. Back outside into the corner to Boquete. Oh, and Nigeria take it away. And good quick hands by Rosset. And it goes back over to Argentina. I'll tell you, for a man that has led Nigeria to a very important win at this World Cup, he is not a happy coach. I suppose he knows his team can play a lot better.
I think that's what it is. I think that's the frustration you see from Coach Yuli of Nigeria. He's just not happy with them. And we've seen them play better basketball, so I understand where he's coming from. And, you know, they win this, they end up second in the pool. This is important.
But as you look at the points from turnovers, for both these teams, you can't take anything away from Argentina. I mean, we've been critical of them.
We have.
We've tried to find some positives in their play, but there's always been some criticism in there. And the main criticism perhaps has been, well, their ability to score. But what they have had is a good attitude, and the attitude is 100% correct today. I think they have issues on the boards.
So,
although boxing out, you know, we talked about this earlier, you don't have to be big to box out.
So you know you're not a big team. So you need 5 people boxing out. And you need to ask your guards, you need to come down and rebound for us, because we're spending, you know, the 3, 4, 5. They're trying to box out. They're trying to move them back. And then the guards are the ones who actually have to sweep in and kind of get the rebounds and help out. So especially against a Nigerian team that's a lot more athletic than them, everyone has to put a body on their man and then go rebound.
You're right. And on this end of the court, they just need to keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, they've had absolutely great looks. I like their attacks. I like what the systems that they're running.
Look at Llorente get in there. Great defense that time from, I think it was Ngifa. So 3.8 seconds on the shot clock. Argentina will inbound it. Quick pass to Borani. Boy, that was great defense from Argentina. Ngifa. And now Makamura, like a force out of the gates. Boquete rebounds it and then loses it. And Ngifa goes up, and Boquete has to do better there.
I mean, if you're not comfortable putting the ball on the floor in traffic, just hold it. You know, you always learn, coaches teach you, kind of keep your elbows up, you know, protect the ball, rip through, hold it, and wait for your point guard to come and get it from you.
Edefe goes out of the game. And Yangifa gets it to drop. Muhammad back in the game. Aisha Muhammad. Not sure what was going on there. The conversation with the referee and Barani of Argentina. So Argentina's still up by 1 after that 1 of 2 trip to the line. Trying to do a pick and roll. Jose goes out. Gonzalez comes back in. She will inbound the ball. Another perimeter threat. Yangifa goes out. I'm sure Argentina will be happy about that. She was really playing some serious defense. Quick pass. Great defense again by Nigeria. Denying. Guerrero has to launch one. Looks like Redder on her right shoulder, upper arm area has a vicious scratch.
It's a tape job.
Oh, is that tape?
Yeah,
okay.
It's a tape job. Which, you know, she averaged a little over 13 points last year at the America. So I'm questioning, it is her shooting shoulder. Do you think something's going on and she doesn't feel comfortable shooting?
Oh, nice move from Muhammad. It could be. I mean, it could be sometimes if she turns it a certain way, it hurts. Nigeria back on top. Gonzalez. She gets in the lane. Makes the pass to Llorente. They're still passing it. Barani. Shots a little bit tougher to come by now for Argentina. You can see how Nigeria have really picked it up on the defensive end. A go kick. Kalu feeds Akator. And in terms of being a pure point guard and her passing ability and bringing the ball up the floor, Greta's really good, isn't she? I mean, she's immediately dribbling with her head up. Oh, behind the back pass, a little bit of showtime from Buketti. Now Barani goes in, rims out. And they're looking a little tired here coming down the stretch, Argentina.
They are. I mean, Barani had a big mismatch. And she kind of went for a little shimmy fadeaway shot down on the other end. When you have that kind of a mismatch, just dribble, push them down, and you got to go up.
That is a costly foul. Barani picks up her 3rd foul. Watch this. Oh, no, that was a previous trip down. Sorry.
Barani got that last foul.
Yeah. So that's her 3rd foul, and it's come with 43.9 seconds left in the first half. She was already tired. I think Santander may regret
left her in a little longer.
Yeah. Makamura drives. 2 shots. Makamura gets up limping a bit. So Promise Makamura makes the first one. And the second. Back up to a 3-point lead here for Nigeria. Gifa comes back in. Quick pass to Paquette down low. Santana. Nigeria looks to stretch that lead right before halftime here. Shot clock is off. They're not going to wait around. Ooh. And Gifa misses again. Argentina have to hurry. And Greta lets it fly. Oh, she hit the rim. Well, I don't know about you, but that was an entertaining 20 minutes for me. Nigeria lead it 32-29 at halftime.
I think the reason Argentina got back into it is because their shooting percentage did go up. At the end of the first, they were shooting 22. Now they're shooting 29%. They limited their turnovers. They forced Nigeria into some turnovers. That's the reason that it is only a 3-point game right now. And they were actually up. They didn't score in the last about a minute and a half, 2 minutes left in that game.
So Argentina needing to win this by 17 points to move on to the next round. Qualification for the quarterfinals round. I think can draw encouragement from that first half, and I think they've served notice to Nigeria that they mean business today. So we should have an interesting 20 minutes coming up. So be here for the start of the second half. We'll be right back.
Sí. Chicos, vengan por aquí, que le vamos a ayudar también con los rebotes. Te dejo tirar 3 veces. ¡Suerte! ¡Uy! Venga, la tercera bala vencida, vamos. Laura, Laura, Laura. Oh, bueno, un fuerte aplauso para esta valiente que ha concursado y como has conseguido la triple canasta, venga, regalito para ella, vamos. Y a la de 3 nos hacemos esta foto para el recuerdo. Mira, el equipo con la cámara en la mano. Saltito, saltito. 1, 2 y 3. ¡Arriba! Bien, un aplauso para ustedes, chicos. Bueno, pues yo creo que es el momento ahora de recibir a nuestra queridísima mascota. Pero espera, Jorge, te voy a pedir que me pongas algo latino. Vamos a ver qué tienes por ahí, porque yo quiero ver a Tina la tortuga bailando. ¡Hola, Tina! ¿Qué le gusta a ella volar por aquí, eh? Mira, lo voy a hacer yo también. mascota oficial de la Copa del Mundo de Baloncesto Femenino FIBA 2018. ¡Esa! Y esas palmitas para Tina. ¡Hey, hey, hey, hey! ¿Cómo se mueve Tina? ¡Eso! Bueno, pero Tina no es para comérsela, por favor. Yo no sé, pero por lo menos para llevármela a casa, seguro que... Puedes llevar una pequeña Tina a casa, ¿lo sabes? Hay pequeñas Tinas a la venta en la tienda de merchandising. Son buenísimas. Adiós, Tina. Hasta la próxima. Un aplauso fuerte para nuestra super mascota.
曾有诗云：“人生得意须尽欢，莫使金樽空对月。”无论苦乐喜悲，唯有酣饮才够痛快。每一次举杯，都是向收获的一切致敬。丰收葡萄酒，庆祝每一次丰收之乐。让我们畅享丰收时刻。
水中贵族，百岁山。
TCLC6 UHDTV. Una imagen excepcional merece un sonido excepcional.
曾有诗云：“人生得意须尽欢，莫使金樽空对月。”无论苦乐喜悲，唯有酣饮才够痛快。每一次举杯，都是向收获的一切致敬。丰收葡萄酒，庆祝每一次丰收之乐。让我们畅享丰收时刻。
水中贵族，百岁山。
TCLC6UHDTV. Una imagen excepcional merece un sonido excepcional.
(32-29) Nigeria on top of Argentina at halftime. And it's been an exciting game. Maybe that hasn't been the best played game at times, but at the same time, it's been close. And Argentina, even though they still have a mountain to climb, even more of a mountain to climb now to advance to the qualifications for the quarterfinals, have played a lot better than they did in their first two games. And Victoria Llorente, one of those players, she has 11 points. She's 5 of 10 from the floor. And, you know, having watched Argentina play defense in that last 2 or 3 minutes of the first half, it really suggests that they just weren't giving anywhere near their best effort on the defensive end, because when they turned up the defense, it was a completely different team. So, Sean, I don't know what you think, but
yeah,
if they can play that kind of defense, I just don't see Argentina having a chance.
Yeah, exactly. You saw Argentina get back into it a little bit in the second quarter there, and they just started hitting shots, and Argentina make great plays. They just don't finish them with a basket. And Otis Hewley, the coach of Nigeria, got a technical, and maybe that motivated his team. Or scared his team, because they came out with a different purpose on defense, a lot more aggressive, forcing turnovers. Argentina did not get a good look at the basket the last 2 minutes of that second quarter, and I really think it was just because of the Nigerian defense, and therefore that's why you see Argentina down 3 when they were up with, you know, 4 minutes left in that second quarter. So I do think, you know, only being down 3, Argentina right here, they have to believe a little bit of though. You know, there's 20 minutes left, most likely in their World Cup appearance. You want to go out with the best effort. You don't want to turn back and look at this event and say, I could have tried a little harder, I could have done a little more. And if I'm
All right, now
Nigeria,
listen, in
I want to
transition, you
finish
get to that
second
corner.
in my
And
pool
now then you
because
go
I
attack.
already know
You
that
gotta
we're going to
tap the
play
speed and
Greece.
get into 'em and
And I
finish
think they're a
iron
better
soft.
matchup for
Don't be in
us.
a hurry on your layups.
And they just,
Remember,
you know,
if we got to set it up, go
they
horn,
are
set
very
it out
athletic.
here.
They are very
Go right off the hip. You roll, you
aggressive,
ride. Go Aisha style
strong,
if you
but they
can.
have to
Take
stay
away
like
from
that
it. In
100%
transition,
of
cut
the
the
time.
head.
It can't
Swing,
be
swing,
in
ball
waves and
screen.
when they
Rise,
feel
roll,
like
roll,
it.
ride. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3. Aisha. Hey, we in 40, but we not trapped.
Gang bang niggas who we really with. And we don't talk to no motherfucking law. Cooked up, caked up, swinging that raw. Nigga, roll through the city of violence, banging with the marrow beside us, leave him on the floor with his brains spilled out. Tanners, scanners, bananas, peeled out. Back to the set, no sweat, ducked off. Come through the hood and you will get fucked off. Nigga, this crip on mine 2 times. Don't give a fucking we'll bust on 1 time. Nigga, what y'all thought we pressed the cross and miss your law for setting it off.
Second half action underway here in the Santiago Martin. Nigeria looking to press on that advantage. And an air ball, good start for Argentina, difficult start for Nigeria. And Gonzalez, that was a long attempt. Oh, Gretter, what a move from Melissa Gretter!
And that's the Melissa Gretter that I have seen before, that I've played against, that led this team to a silver medal at the AmeriCup last year.
Oh, Mohammed, big strong move down low. That must have been hard playing against that Melissa Gretter, Shona. You had to move your feet.
You have to be ready. I mean, she's short, but she's incredibly crafty.
Oh, look at the pass back to Santana. Look at the ball movement from Argentina, and great block by Agoke. Only 2.2 seconds remains on the shot clock. Rose gets the shot from the corner.
And again, the shooting woes. That shot was open.
And Mohammed picks up the foul on Santana.
2.2 seconds to shoot the ball.
That you couldn't ask for a better
It's not a rushed shot. She was open.
Yeah. Well, the important thing is she ran to the right place. She caught the ball. Argentina executed everything to perfection, but they just didn't make the shot. But let's don't be too negative. I mean, the way they're going now in terms of their preparation for this, it looks really good. I mean, they look like they understand where they're going, where they're supposed to be. But it's like you say, it's all about putting the ball in the basket. And you got to get it at least close. Here's Gretter. Gonzalez hit a couple of threes that first day. Now Gretter, clear out. She puts up a three. That's going to be, oh, she tried to bank it in. What time is it? Well,
it's past the banking hours.
The banking hours have closed. She's going to have to use the cash machine. Here's Mohammed. Gets swatted. Oh, goodness me. I'm sorry. I'm not seeing that at all. I am not seeing that one at all. That's a tough call on Argentina. But you know what, Shona? These things even out over the course of the game.
It is. It's a tough one on Burani, too, because the last time down, she was kind of complaining that Mohammed was, you know, sort of hooking her, giving her an elbow to get some space to be able to go up for her shot. And that's exactly what she did there. But
I'm guessing that when they review that one tonight, they'll say,
they'll talk
"Are
about
you
it,
sure?"
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, my whole issue is, okay, Mohammed, you know she's a lefty. You scouted her, I'm hoping. Every time she's on the post, she always goes right shoulder to a left-handed shot. And there's not once have they cut off her right shoulder yet. So defensively, if I'm a
Oh,
coach,
what a
I'm
move
saying,
by Barani. Sorry, go ahead.
There you go. She's like, hey, I can do it too. But no, so, you know, why haven't you cut off her right shoulder when you know she's going left?
Yeah.
You're already halfway through the game. You've already seen her for 2 games and done your scout. So just stop
Force
her that
to go
way.
right.
Don't even, you know, be in a position to foul.
Oh, tough move from Elonu. No, you're right. But she did look like she had it covered from behind, and her arms were extended. But again, she's closer to the action than we are. And Santana gets it back. Redder gets it back, banks it in. And again, Mohammed. Gonzalez, good, 3-pointer. And also a foul.
Yeah.
A potential huge trip down the floor and an off-the-ball foul on Nigeria. And this is what I mean. These things kind of even out. I mean, granted, it might have been a, you know, an easy one for the referee to make. So we're all tied at 38. Greta was able to chase that down. Oh, good move from Llorente. Just didn't finish. Now Nigeria. And Kalu, and just nobody picked her up. What happened there? Was that Greta should have stayed with her. Looks like Nigeria now have made the decision to settle for nothing else other than layups right now. Gonzalez. I'm not sure about that shot. And again, Mohammed. And Nigeria are dumping it on the right underneath the basket every time where they're getting layups.
Yeah, they're just going for the high percent shot, and they're making them.
Say Argentina waited so long in the shot clock that she had to rush one up. Akator in, gets blocked by Barani. Great D from Barani. She's playing terrific today. Rosé. I think sometimes Rosé gets into positions where she can't do anything. She needs to get rid of it.
Yeah, before. Or, you know, I mean,
You don't
she didn't
dribble
have to
into
drive
three
them.
defenders.
There was nothing really there.
No.
So they headmanned it to her. You don't feel comfortable driving. You don't have anything. It's all right. Wait for your team to get down, run something, get it back.
Oh, quick turn by Barani. Gets in. What a move. She is playing like an Argentinian possessed right now. 8 points for her, and now she steals it. She's got the bit between the teeth. And she gets blocked, but earns a trip to the free throw line. And that's one of those, that's where it evens out. Because that looked like a lot of ball from Akator.
There was a good amount of ball on that.
There she was on the previous possession.
And, you know, if I'm Nigeria right now and if I'm a Nigerian fan, I'm looking at number 13, Akator, and I'm wondering when she's going to start to take over. Because she has been their leading scorer throughout this tournament. And tonight she's only 2 for 9, 4 points. Really uncharacteristic of how the level that she can normally play at.
Out. She was being boxed out. Here's Alonu now. Doesn't look quite as polished offensively as I expected. Alonu. Here's Greder in the open board. She puts Argentina back in front.
Yeah, I agree with you about Alonu. You know, she's one of the only players on this Nigerian team that during the professional season, she plays in Salamanca, EuroLeague, biggest team in Spain.
Clock winding down, and misses, and Mohammed there. Boy, we've seen that before. She's scoring a lot of points.
I thought she had a good game against Australia and Liz Cambage, even though, you know, Liz scored a lot, but I thought she was able to frustrate her.
Mohammed?
Yeah, Mohammed.
There's Barani again. Time a little short. Nakamura this time was off of Mohammed's hands, and Hughley tells Promise of Nakamura, you should shoot that ball. Rosego's out, as does Gonzalez, and Urso and Boquete come in. Quick turn. Boquete. You don't like to just come right into the game and turn the ball over, do you? But I guess that probably happens in this Argentina passing game from time to time. Barani goes up. She was actually had more foul trouble than she does, but she doesn't. So that's good news for Argentina. She just goes over for a breather. Mohammed goes to work. And swooping in for the rebound, Yengifa. And look at Greder. And Kalu. Mohammed has it. I think if they can get Mohammed to shoot that shot, they'll be happy.
Yeah.
Versus being down low. Greder probes the middle, then puts it up and in. She kind of lulled Mohammed into thinking she wasn't going to attack, and she's put Argentina back in. And Argentina up 1. They need to go on a run here. They need some stops. They got to start thinking about getting on some type of run to give themselves a chance. Where she has been night and day compared to her other performances.
Has she not? I feel like if Greder can start playing at an even higher level, which I do believe she is capable of, her team will follow in her footsteps.
Agoke for 3. And that's that time they had good position, but the ball bounced out. Kalu draws the foul. And I don't know, that's where you don't want to foul. She's taking a difficult shot there. Foul on Greder. Kalu makes the first. Does not make the second, but another offensive rebound for Nigeria.
And that's just disappointing if you're Argentina.
Well, they've got 14 offensive rebounds.
Ends up being a 3-point play, including the 1 free throw.
Dioso gets it right back and a chance to go to the line. Second chance points today, 11 for Nigeria, 6 for Argentina. The game is tied. So Dioso tries to complete the three-point play. She does.
This last minute 40, you cannot let Nigeria get second chance points, meaning you have to box out.
Okay, they had one
So
foul
not
to
in
give.
bonus, yeah.
Kalu for three. And that one goes back to Argentina.
I think they got a little lucky.
So Vidoke wants to keep the ball out of Gretter's hands. Dioso. Gretter. Argentina catch another break. Marchesati's not sure she has great hands yet. It's something she has to work on. She's got to be able to catch that ball. And if you're Gretter, you got to know. You got to know that.
Exactly. And there's a lot of time left on the clock.
She gets open for three off the back of the iron. Akator with the rebound. Now Kalu explodes into the lane, passes back out to Ilonu. Final 50 seconds of the third quarter. Ilonu spins. Oh, that's the Ilonu I've been waiting to see. That was big time. Nigeria leading it by one. Russo for three. And Nigeria just controlling the boards right now. Well, it seems like they're letting him play right now. And boy, Akator with a...
What a tough basket by Akator.
Yeah. And then Gretter goes down, hoping to get... And Ilonu is going to check on Gretter.
She went down hard.
51-48, Nigeria on top after three.
Hey, everybody please be quiet.
Nos trae la Emoji Cup. Let's go.
You know, look at these stats.
Nigeria just 8 of 15 at the line, or their lead would be a little bit bigger.
But they're getting there.
Big stat
I think
for
what
me.
concerns me the most is actually offensive rebounding.
Yeah.
You're giving up 14 offensive rebounds. I mean, you have to box out. You know Argentina can jump higher than you, so you have to put a body on someone.
They've almost doubled them in rebounds now. They're at 40 to 22. That said, Argentina have 11 offensive rebounds themselves. Nigeria have 14.
But, you know, we covered Argentina's game a couple days ago, And this is a different Argentinian team. They are playing a lot better than they played their first two in their, oh, there you go.
That's what it was.
That's what Gretter kind of took a hit and shoulder to the face. Oh.
Yeah. She may not come back out after that.
As you would say in hockey, she got her bell rung.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that the other day. They are a lot more knowledgeable about concussions, and you really don't risk a player going back in and playing if there is a chance. And she was very slow to get up. I mean, we went to commercial, but
she got up just as we were looking at the stats. And they're going to look at her. I mean, there's no question that Argentina today with Gretter are probably 50 times better.
Yeah,
she's been that good.
She's 14 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists.
So that's a
She's played the basketball I knew she was always capable of playing here.
So that's a blow to have her out of the game. Takes effort for 40 minutes. Let's see if both of these teams can give it. Oh, that was a tough move from Rosette. Just couldn't quite finish. Yangifa goes down and is denied by Barani. She was also in a bit of a rush. Llorente, good move from her.
She had a great first half for them.
You can't complain, really. I mean, she had a spell where she got a couple of offensive rebounds after missing her own shot. And still couldn't make it, but after that, she saw one go through the hoop, and then she was
feeling it.
Yeah. Akator leans in again. This time, oh, that's a tough break for Argentina because you're playing defense. You've got Akator barreling into you. You get the rebound, and then Akator falls on top of you. It's a physical game.
There's only 1 second left on the shot clock. So you really have to make sure you box out here if you're Argentina. Yeah.
Actually, no, she fell on top of Akator. Here she was at the other end. Akator, though, Red looks okay there. She was applauding that play, so maybe she'll come back in sooner rather than later. Delano trying to make the inbounds pass. She does, and they have called the foul.
I mean, I was talking about the rebound. You had to make sure you secured the rebound, but you don't foul a shooter with 1 second left on the clock. She wasn't going to make that. Just play straight up good defense. It was a foul. You have to let the player land. From my experience of playing Argentina far too many times, it was a very Argentinian move. I've been undercut a few times by them. Let's just say that. Yes. Very physical.
I mean, it's okay if they give you the foul and you don't get hurt. Llorente drives. That's a tough move. She protects the ball. She shields herself. Just so much better today for her and for Argentina.
Barani has played well for them.
Yeah, Barani has.
9 points, 5 rebounds, 4 blocks, 2 steals. She's just had an all-around good game. There you see Gretter. Not sure if we'll see her again. Hopefully the fans will get to see her again. She's just stepped up, 14 points tonight. It's just a different team, but it's almost like they waited too long to show up to the big dance.
Oh, yeah. And the dance doesn't come any bigger than this, having seen you shake a leg a few times here in Tenerife. And misses both. Akator goes in. Llorente gets down the ground. And that was good effort all the way around. Just, you look at Nigeria, they're quicker, they're faster, they've got that little bit more aggression to their game, more athletic, but they've been locked in really since the last few minutes of that first half, and it's been awfully difficult for Argentina. So you got to give them credit. You got to give Nigeria credit, because if they aren't as locked in as they are, this is a dangerous game for them.
Yeah.
But it's looking more and more like they're going to have enough to prevent any type of slippage.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just joining us.
Gretter's back, by the way.
We did talk about how Argentina needs to win this by 17 to move on. But let's say they don't win by 17, but they win.
Nice move again by Llorente. Yep.
They're going to feel better about how this tournament went for them.
And I'm going to feel
disappointed.
Better. When I go back to the hotel
but,
tonight, I'm going to be like, wow, it was good to see Argentina come out and really play hard tonight. Okay, gets inside, denied by Rossi. All ball, good no call. Thomas Makamura gets it inbounds to Alonu. And that's one of those, if you're gonna foul, you better make sure she doesn't make the shot. But she has been tough on a couple of her drives to the basket. That was on Barani. Question is, have they called it on Barani? Yes, they did.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard a coach say, if you're gonna foul, foul them hard enough that they don't make the baskets.
And again, the sheer determination and athleticism of Akator gets her the ball for Nigeria. I mean, how many times have we seen that tonight? She has been an absolute terror here in the second half. And now it's Muhammad. I think more and more, you know, when Argentina look back at this tournament, they're gonna regret not being quite ready to play on opening day.
Yeah.
That was their chance against Turkey.
And I'm sure as a coaching staff, as a federation, they're going to look and say, okay, you know what? We made it to the World Cup. Were we prepared? No, most likely not. I mean, given the results and how they have played here. So what do you do moving forward? And maybe they need to put a few more resources into providing this women's team with more practice time, more time together, more exhibitions. They did play in the South American Championships, right, this summer?
So they've had some time to prepare in that way. Look at them get on the ground. It. Out to Gretter, open, that's on line, it's good. 56-55, and Muhammad is down. Hopefully that's not going to be serious. Great find by Rosé. Look at Gretter. She knows it's in, doesn't she?
She wanted to, she was watching that the whole way. She was admiring it, actually.
The thing is, if Argentina are ready, and they're not as tight, maybe it's not fair to say they weren't ready. If they're not as tight on opening day, and they come out and And all they have to do is beat Turkey by 1.
Yeah.
So then they, you know, in this scenario, they're going through. And then, look at it now, they're down by 1 point against Nigeria. They could have finished as high as 2nd in this group. And we would not have said that the other night, purely, you know, after their game against Turkey.
I mean, we were shocked.
I mean, we were talking about it for the rest of the day.
Yeah, we were.
I was like, can we just change the subject, please?
Okay.
By the way.
Are they checking if this is a 3?
3-point.
Yeah.
I guess they're going to leave Muhammad out there.
No, I believe the rule
has to
is
come out.
if the
Play stops.
play stops and the trainer came on the court,
Okay.
the player, I think
Because they've
play
stopped.
can stop, but if the trainer comes on the court, the player has to go off.
I don't think they were reviewing the 3, though.
No,
just
they
did that
were.
to
Yeah, they did. The ref said, yep, 3 points.
Wow, they caught a break there, Argentina. Now can they make something of it? Redder pulls up another 3. That was short. Well, not a bad shot in the grand scheme of things with 6.5 minutes to go.
And she had just hit a shot, and it looked good. It was just a little short.
Rofio in the game, number 24. Akator, who's been the real problem for Argentina. Oh, she loses it. She brings it down. And very alertly, the reserve center for Argentina, Marchesante, reaches down and ties her up. So timeout called again. Whose possession is it going to be?
Argentina.
It is, okay. So at least they get that reward. They had the possession error going their way.
Andrea hace acá el 4.
Well, we're going to have Belgium
Mala.
and Spain tonight. That's no doubt going to capture the imagination.
Entonces,
Look at this,
ustedes
Nigeria
van a
with
hacer esto,
16
Melissa y
second
Mara.
chance points.
Se la vas a pasar a
And
Mara, a ver si
Argentina with
traemos la
6,
defensa.
so that's
Se
the
la vas
difference
a
in the game.
devolver y te vas sin usar el pick. ¿Entendés,
So
Mara?
you take half of those
Sin
away
usar,
from
no vas
Nigeria,
al
and
pick.
you're leading.
La devolvés y
You
cortás.
take one of those away
Y
from
entonces apareces
Nigeria.
vos, André.
One of those baskets.
Acá, vos te vas a quedar escondida, Mara. Macarena abierta, pique
But
abierto.
also, you take that away
Y vos, André, vas a ir a
completely.
jugar acá con este
The second
intento de
chance
rompimiento
points.
y tu pop acá para que la que no entró hasta ahora.
And this is 16 second chance points. Take those away, and you're moving into the next round. So yeah, we've got 16 second chance points for Nigeria, and 6 for Argentina.
And like you said, Jeff, it's just disappointing that it took them till the third game, to kind of wake up, because no one expected them to beat Australia. That's not what they had to do. But I mean, their game against Turkey, they lost 63-37.
And that was on day 1.
And that was on day 1, and this isn't the same Turkish team we have seen in the last few years. It's not the same team since 2014 when they got, and they just turned the ball over.
Yeah, Rose leads to a break, and Amakamura adds another basket.
I mean, so, you know, we're talking about this Turkey game about Argentina. They shot 18% and 18% field goals, 16 from 2. It's just impossible.
Oh, even Marchesante's catching it and scoring down low. I think for Argentina, you've got to really stress the positives. You know, it's a frustrating turnover, what they just had to lead to the break.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that they'll go over the game tape at the end. Kalu drives in, misses.
And another offensive rebound for Nigeria.
They're able to beat Argentina to every loose ball, it seems.
And Argentina, sorry.
Rofio out to Kalu. Good!
Nigeria, they're stronger, they're taller, they're more athletic, they can jump higher. But it's not those things
The attribute, yeah.
Yeah, it's not. They're just hustling after the ball. They want the rebound more, the loose rebound, the long rebound, more than Argentina wants to make the effort on a defensive rebound.
Nice play, nice passing. Greder steps in, takes the 2. 2-point game. Well, that clock is definitely the enemy now for Argentina.
Again, an offensive rebound. It's 22 offensive rebounds. 19 second chance points compared to 6. That's enormous. You know, they're out rebounded 51-25.
You know, we were talking about this earlier, that if you look at Japan, you know, they don't have size. You would say they are the most undersized team in this competition.
Yeah, they might be, actually.
Yet, they get a lot out of their, you know, out of their players. Oh, nice play. Oh, she's got to be strong and finish that. Marchesati. But, you know, so, I mean, personally for me, I'm hoping Japan can go as far as possible, because I think this tells the world it's not all about having tall height. It's not all about having this incredible athleticism. There are ways you can win basketball games. You played your team's strengths, or maybe they're just showing the model of how you do it, the Japanese. You know?
Yeah, I think that's a really great point.
Cutting. The Belgians seem to be in festive mood tonight before, I know her, before they take on the #2 team in the FIBA World Ranking.
And the host nation.
That's right. The Belgians have brought a lot of fans themselves. They lost to Japan in overtime the other day. Okay, off target. Greder, she releases, oh, hit front and back of the rim and came out. Akator gets down the low block. Well, she's the MVP in my books in this second half. They just don't have an answer for her.
They don't, and she doesn't have huge numbers tonight. She has 10 points, but she has 12 rebounds, and she's been difficult for them. She's put pressure on Argentina.
Good hustle down the floor, and look at Ilonu. 5 points the difference, and now I think it's becoming apparent that for Argentina to salvage something from this competition, they'd like to get a win. Overturning that massive deficit. Their goal differential is not going to happen. So Turkey will be breathing easier tonight after this. Akator with another rebound. How many rebounds does Akator have?
Rebounds, 13 now.
Wow.
Yep.
She's got a nice double-double going.
And she had a rough night shooting the ball, but she just contributes in so many different areas. She's only 5 of 15, not a great shooting percentage, but she has 6 offensive rebounds, 13 total, 3 assists. she's just kind of done a little bit of everything for them. But she is the leader of their team. You know, she's the high scorer. She was averaging 17 points.
When you're stressing the positive, Argentina 6 of 9.
6 of 9, but then they're not getting it done on the defensive end.
No.
They're right there for a win. How great. Okay, we know they're not moving on.
I think the main thing that they're struggling with in this quarter is just boxing out.
Yeah. Yeah, because they actually do have good stretches of defense, and then they give up the rebound. Or, you know, we saw that shooting foul with 1.5 seconds. So they play 22.5 seconds of defense, goes out of bounds, then they foul a shooter with 1.5 seconds. Little things like that, that it's not a talent thing.
No.
It's a mental toughness, being able to play, being able to do the little things.
There she is. We were just talking about it, the double-double. 10 points, 13 rebounds, and she gets well, I think there's a lot of effort out there from a lot of different players, but she might have given basically the most effort. She has been tireless. Well, nice pass to Redder, who goes in for the layup. 67-64. Argentina, even if they lose, they're going to finish second. Now Greder takes it away. Oh, nice bounce pass to Rasay, and doesn't make it. And it's a bit unfortunate to have a technical call in this situation.
Yeah, the ref was right there. Was it on the coach or on the bench? I didn't really see a foul. I think she was expecting it.
Yeah, I didn't. I guess they gave the technical because the bench stood up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess they've warned them.
Let's see here.
So Santander's.
Yeah, it says technical foul bench.
You can see how much the win means to Argentina, even if they're not going to advance. The reaction from Santander. I guess it's okay to stand up and cheer for your team, but to stand up and really have a go at the ref is not. Buquete puts up a three.
If I'm Argentina, I want to try and finish this game strong, and I want to get a. You want a
W.
I want a W.
Ilonu drives in. The problem is, as focused as they've been, Argentina for really the last 23 minutes have been pretty doggone good themselves. They'll say, nice handoff to Llorente. Full court pressure. And Ilonu left open, and nice. Oh, and they called the late foul. Here it is again. She escapes. She makes it. I guess.
I think maybe her leg might have clipped her.
I think, obviously, when a player goes up for a layup, and if you kind of come in and bump her at the end, she loses her balance. That's dangerous. Coming down. 6 points, the difference. Now it's up to 7. Well, again, you can only have one winner, one loser. And they played a heck of a lot better today than they have in the previous game. So you just have to at least, they're going to be able to go back and look themselves in the mirror and say, you know what, I gave everything today. Maybe there were moments defensively where they didn't, but
boxing out,
it's just so much better than what they had given.
So much better. And you know, I imagine here you're going to go and try to go for a win. I mean, this is a good learning experience also. You see, look at that, 24 offensive rebounds. 39 to 56. I mean, that's enormous. But if I'm Argentina right here, I'm gonna. I mean, look, I feel like they could have done this all game. 62% from the field. So let's say you're down 7. You have 42 seconds. You have the ball in the front court now because you called a timeout. You go for a quick shot. I don't think it matters if it's a 3 or a 2. He's set up a play. You're going to go for a quick shot, and then you probably go for a steal right away or a quick foul, and you try and hope that they're going to miss. You know, I'm sure that the coaches for Argentina know who the worst free throw shooters are on Nigeria, and you go like that.
Well, coming into this game, the worst free throw shooters were
Ilonu,
Edefe Rioka at 50%. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, not Ilonu.
Yengifa 50%, and Emobio at 50%. But then you also target who's not been accurate today, perhaps.
So this, I feel like they're taking a little bit too long. You know, I would have liked to see maybe a play right out of the inbounds that was for a shot. You know, the inbound passer was looking directly to the person coming off for a shot.
Llorente, she's got the size advantage, and nice finish from Llorente, continues to impress. And Rosé goes and fouls Kalu. And that's one of those where you know you want to foul. Here you go again. Look at this. She really put her in a spin cycle, didn't she? No, you want to make sure you go for the ball so they don't call the unsportsmanlike. But in this case, maybe it makes it more dangerous for the player bringing it up the floor. Because if she just goes up and kind of touches her.
Yeah. But that's an unsportsmanlike, right? Like,
exactly. That's why you can't do it. That's why you got to go up.
But I know
really
what you mean. You kind of have to really go for the ball a little bit more aggressively than you would like, and you're going to end up hitting them.
Comes Greta again. Argentina not giving up the ghost yet. Rosé drives in. Nice play. They'll take a quick 2. 17.5 seconds to go. Ooh.
She got lucky on that one.
Okay, so Christian Santander says enough. I want to get home and eat. Great game, great effort from both players, coaches. I think Hughley did a good job that timeout late in the first half when he got his players' attention. Because since that point, they've come out. It was kind of like never really in doubt. 75-70, Nigeria win it over Argentina.
And that's why sometimes coaches take technicals.
Yep.
To boost their team.
So I think there's this is a good win for Nigeria because they were not at their best. And it's a tough loss for Argentina because you can see how much they gave, how wounded they were to have come into this game 0-2 on the back of 2 heavy defeats. They wanted to at least leave with a win. They dreamed of doing more, and you know, a picture tells 1,000 words. The Nigerians, looks like there might be some type of prayer or something, having a prayer.
Here you see the stats.
But you're gonna see the looks of the Argentinian faces, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Look at this.
I mean, they're disappointed that they left it so late because they did play a lot better. They shot the ball 44% this game compared to 20% in the 2 games leading up to this. I think rebounding, there you see Melissa Gretter. I talked about her before the tournament, before the first game, and I said she can ball. She plays over in Europe during the pro season. She's been the star of Argentina basketball for a few years now on their women's team, and she just didn't show it until tonight. And I'm glad she gets to go out on some kind of a
21
high.
points,
Yeah.
19 for Llorente, 9 for Barani, who was, I thought, excellent.
Burani, yeah, I thought she really came out.
I mean, this hurts Argentina because, you know, they don't want to leave the party, but also they are very disappointed because they feel like today they put in an effort that could have gotten a win, and you know, quite honestly, they were very close.
They were. I think when they're going to look back and look at these stats, they're going to notice the 24 offensive rebounds that led to 21 second chance points, which is just absolutely too much to try and win a game. I thought they played well. They struggled in the first quarter to score, but you and I both said, gosh, their offense is well run. They're getting open looks. They just weren't finishing, and then in the second half, they fixed that. You know, tonight, Nigeria was the more athletic team, but more than being more athletic, I think they were the more aggressive team. And the loose balls, the rebounds, they were everywhere, and I think that's why they have the win tonight. And this win is important for Nigeria. They go and they play Greece. That's going to be a very interesting game in the qualification for the quarterfinals. So, I mean, I'm not sure who I would pick moving on from that.
This is a game that the Greeks will savor. I mean, they will be looking for it. It will be this will be their World Cup. You know, if they can get a win.
Imagine.
Yeah, I would say that's even starting.
Even for Nigeria, if they win, they've already made history. They're going to be making more history.
Yeah.
They might be playing. Nigeria or Greece are going to be playing in the quarterfinals of the Women's 2018 FIBA World Cup. I'm not sure I would have said that when this schedule came out. I'm not sure I would have picked those 2 teams, either one of these teams, sorry, playing in the quarterfinals. So this is huge for both countries, for both federations. I mean, it means a lot.
Well, for Argentina and for both of these countries, you just hope that they're able to use it as building blocks. I think from an Argentina standpoint, I think they're in a different situation to Nigeria because also Nigeria, I think, can pluck some very good players from America where they have players with Nigerian roots.
Yeah.
Argentina, you know, it's all about development. And I mean, obviously you want the development to take place in Nigeria as well. But I just think they have the luxury of being able to pull in a lot of players from the States, whether it's the men's or the women's team. And for Argentina, it's all about development and hoping that they can learn from this experience and get better.
And you covered the men's U17.
I did. You see the final. This is the final standing. So Australia win the group. Nigeria finished second. Turkey finished third. And you talked about Nigeria.
Sorry,
now playing.
I was just going to say, you know, the men's program and everything that's been going on there for a few years.
Absolutely.
They have it in place.
Thanks for watching, folks.
En Loterías apostamos por el deporte. porque el deporte nos enseña a superarnos. Nos enseña que el equipo está por encima de las individualidades. El deporte nos enseña que si persigues tus sueños, puedes cumplirlos. Loterías con el deporte. Ganamos todos.
Muchos creían que no era una buena idea dedicarse a esto.
Creían que nadie reconocería nuestro esfuerzo, que no soportaríamos la presión de estar en la élite. Por suerte, no les creímos.
Porque nosotras creemos en algo más importante.
Creemos en el baloncesto.
CaixaBank, patrocinador oficial de la selección femenina de baloncesto.
¿Cuál es su energía? ¿Romper barreras? ¿Poner toda su pasión en cada pase? ¿En cada segundo? ¿Estar arriba en el marcador? ¿Trabajar codo con codo? Su energía es ser un equipo. Por eso en Endesa apoyamos a la selección española de baloncesto en todas sus categorías con toda nuestra energía. Sea cual sea tu energía, cree en ella.
Trabajan cada día para llegar más lejos. Con más fuerza para que nada las detenga. Cada día más unidas para ser un solo equipo. Cada día un nuevo paso, cada vez más alto, para llegar al cielo. Volamos con ellas.